Hi, my name is Monique and I want to show you the panoramic door system. So this is our patented slide pivot stack system, and you're always going to have a daily door on every system. So what that means is if you just want to go in and out of the door every day without opening up the whole system, you can. So what this door has is a multi-point locking mechanism. So once you engage that handle, you'll see that these pieces will come out so that the door is extra secure. And obviously it comes with the deadbolt as well, so keyed exterior, and that's what's going to give you that security there. So your sliding panels are magnetic, and what happens is they make contact with the magnet and the head track that's attached to your daily door. Once those connect, you'll be able to use this finger pull to pinch the door for it to pivot out. And same thing on this side. You have an everyday door on this side, and this is a customizable option. Your sliding panel will go towards the daily door and make contact with that magnet so that you can pivot it out. Another thing that this door features is a pleated screen. It's hidden here behind the stiles of the door, and you can pull it to have it stop and meet halfway through the track with your double screen, or you could do a single screen to cover the entire opening. The cool thing about this screen is that it's not spring loaded, so you can pull it as far as you want. So if you just wanted to open up 2 doors or just your daily door, you have the option to do so. So you can screen just this side, cover your daily door and let air in. You can leave this open and come through here. So it's entirely customizable. Now, since it does have that multi-point lock, whenever you're locking the door, you'll just engage that by lifting your handle up. And then you can spin the safety snip and your doors are secured. And your sliding panels are going to have a tongue and groove locking system. So the door is extra secured. Yeah. This point. Hi, my name is Monique and I'm with Panoramic Doors. Today I want to show you the panoramic door system. With our door system, you can have your daily door on the left, or you can have it on the right. But in this particular case, what I'll show you is our Chamberlain XL door, and it's a butterfly system where you have 2 entry points. So you don't have to open up the whole system. You can just use that daily door to go in and out. And then you're going to have sliding panels. What happens with the sliding panels is that they're going to make contact with the magnet and the head track, and you'll be able to pivot the panel out to stack right up against that daily door. Same thing's going to happen over here. You can open up that access point and then slide your panel to make contact with that magnet, and then your panel will pivot out to stack off the track. Now this system does come with a pleated screen as well. This one is the double screen, so it will stop halfway through the track. And then the other side will join to meet in the middle. Hi, my name is Monique and I'm with Panoramic Doors. Today I'm going to show you our customizable door system. This is the slide pivot stack system that we've patented. So every system will come with an entry point, a daily door that you can go in and out of. You can decide whether that's on the left or the right. In this scenario, I'll be showing you our Chamberlain XL in the butterfly system, where you get a daily door both on the left and the right. So you don't have to open up the entire system. You can just use this as your access point for everyday use. Your sliding panels are going to slide towards the daily door, and they're going to make contact with the magnet that's in the head track. Once that connection is made, you'll be able to pinch that finger pull down to pivot the panel off the track. Same thing's going to happen over here. You open up that daily door, slide this panel and make that connection to pivot off the track. This door system does come with a pleated screen. This one is what we call the double screen, where it stops halfway through the track, and then the other side will come to meet in the middle. So what I'm going to show you now is how to close your panoramic door system. So your sliding panels, you would just put them back on the track, and then you're going to pull to disengage from that magnet. And then your daily door, pretty simple. You just shut that closed, and it'll lock up and line up with your sliding panel. And then alternatively, you can pinch this finger pull down to close your panel and disengage from that magnet, and then close off your daily door. To lock this, it does have a multi-point lock. That means that you'll have multiple points where you can lock this system, including your deadbolt. So you close that, lift your handle up, and then spin the key to secure your door. So what I'm going to show you is how to properly open and close your panoramic door system. So of course you can use this as your everyday access point, but the best thing about this system is that you can open up the entire space. So your daily door, that's easy. You'll just prop that open. And then your sliding panels. The trick is getting this panel to connect with the magnet that's in the head track. And once that connection is made, you'll be able to use this finger pull to pivot the panel off the track. Seems simple, right? Now, closing up your panoramic door system, you do want to pinch down here to clear that head track, and to disengage from that magnet, you want to give it a good tug. Remember, this is a magnet that can hold this panel. So you'll tug that panel to disengage from the magnet. And again, you'll be able to close off your daily door and secure your system. And then make sure when you're disengaging from that magnet that you pull the panel back and down. That's how you're going to disengage that magnet. And then make sure when you're disengaging from that magnet, you tug the panel back and down, like this. That will help you disengage from the magnet in the top track. So what we have here is a pass-through window. So it operates very similarly to the door. You'll slide your sliding panel, engage that magnet, and you can hear that engagement because it clicks. And then you'll use this finger pull to pinch down, and the panel will pivot off the track. And then when you're closing this off, you can use that finger pull again to line up with your track. And then you can give that panel a good tug to get it to disengage from the magnet. Now this is going to be a perfect situation if you're hosting and you want to have a barbecue. You can pass through food, you can pass through drinks, whatever it is that you're into. So the door I'm going to show you next is our Coastal Vista door. This door is going to be great if you're in the southern areas. It's hurricane rated and it gets a DP50 rating. And it's got impact rated glass. We also have the Coastal Storm door, which gets a DP70. So if you're in Miami-Dade County, that's the door system for you. Same operation as our other door systems. You get your everyday use door, your daily door, and then you have your sliding panels. Your sliding panels are going to slide and make contact with the magnet in the head track. Once you hear that click and that connection is made, you can use the finger pull to pivot the door off the track. Same thing with these panels. You slide, the door will pivot and stack. Another customizable system here. And then when you want to close off that system, you'll use that finger pull, pinch down, and then you can give that panel a good tug to disengage from the magnet. Just remember to pull back and down. Another thing about this coastal system is it does have throw bolts. So when the storm is coming, you can engage those throw bolts, and this panel is going to be even more secure. This feature is available for the Coastal Vista and the Coastal Storm Door. Hi, my name is Monique, and I'm going to show you the panoramic door system. So this door here is the Coastal Vista. It gets a DP50 rating and it's hurricane rated. We also have the Coastal Storm Door, which is a DP70 and it's hurricane rated. So if you're in Miami-Dade County, that's the door for you. Every door system gets a daily door, so you don't have to open the entire system up. You can use this as your access point to get to the inside or the outside. Your sliding panels are going to slide towards the daily door, and it's a magnetic system. Once you hear that click, you know that this panel is ready to pivot off the track. You'll use this finger pull to pinch down and pivot your door off the track to stack next to the daily door. Each other sliding panel will follow suit. And whenever you want to close your door system, you do bring your panel in and use that finger pull to pinch down. Once you've made contact and lined up with the track, you can cut that panel to release from the magnet. Whenever you're pulling that panel, make sure to pull back and down to disengage from that magnet. Another feature that you'll see on our Coastal Storm Door or our Coastal Vista are throw bolts. It's an additional locking mechanism that you can engage whenever a storm is coming. Then you can close up your daily door, and you do get a multi-point lock. So when you lift that handle up, it'll engage at multiple points, and then you can turn your key to lock the deadbolt. Hi, my name is Monique, and I'm with Panoramic Doors. I'm going to show you our pass-through window. This is going to be a perfect opportunity for you to invite guests from the inside out. If you're hosting, you can serve food or drinks, whatever you're into, just by opening up this window. So you will get an operational panel that you can open up, and you'll also get sliding panels. That's going to make contact with the magnet in the head track. And once that connection is made and you hear that click, you'll be able to pinch this finger pull down to pivot the panel off the track. And then when you're closing this up, you can pinch down again, and you'll feel that connection and line up with your tracks. And then you'll be able to disengage from that magnet by pulling back and down. Hi, my name is Monique, and I'm with Panoramic Doors. What I wanted to show you today is our track system. So our door is a bottom weighted system, and it's a one-track system. So unlike your traditional slider, you won't have a track per panel. So it's going to be sleek and narrow. And this can be set down so that you're going to have a flush interior to exterior. Another feature about our door system, being that it is bottom weighted, it's unlike a traditional bifold system. So if you have an existing header, our door can be retrofitted and installed directly into that. Another benefit about the door is that you can put furniture right up against it and you won't have to worry about moving it around because our door panels stack all the way on the jamb side.
That over here is better, right?
Yeah, much better.
That section.
Do you need water?
I'm okay. I have
Thank you.
the
Bring her
sheet.
some water.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Monique, and I'm going to show you the panoramic door screen. The cool thing about this screen is that it sits behind your door panel, so you can't see it from the outside. This is the double screen, so what happens with this is it will stop halfway through the track, and then the other side of the screen will come to meet in the middle, and it is magnetic, so they will come together and close the screen. In a normal application that's under 16 feet wide, you can do a single screen and it will span the entire opening. And this screen isn't spring loaded, so you can pull it as far as you want. So if you just want to open your daily door and screen that opening, you can. My favorite thing about this screen is that it has visible pleats in it, so it will deter our furry friends or even our inebriated relatives from walking through it. Another great feature about this screen is that if somebody kicks it off the track, you can easily pull it back and set it right back in. It's a Kevlar-based mesh, so it's not going to be like a traditional PVC screen. It does have a flame retardant in it, and it does offer a little bit of light filtering as well. Something that is featured on our coastal storm door and our coastal vista are the throw bolts. So whenever a storm is coming, you want to engage these for an added bonus of protection. Now you don't want to use these every day because it'll secure your door and you won't be able to operate it properly. But when that storm is coming, you just throw that bolt down and then push this one up. And you'll see that that keeps the door from moving. And then to disengage them, you'll just flip that bottom latch back down and then flip this latch back up. And your panel will be able to move again. Hi, my name is Monique and I'm with Panoramic Doors. We've been around for 16 years and we are a company that is a US made brand. Our doors are manufactured in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, and we have showrooms that are around the country, about 18 of them to be exact. Our patented slide pivot stack system is unlike a traditional bifold and unlike a traditional slider. So our sliding panels do slide on the track, but they stack off the track, and each panel operates independently of one another, so they're not hinged together like a bifold. Our doors are a bottom-weighted one-track system, so that means if you've got an existing header, our doors can be installed directly into that application for your home. We can be used as a commercial application or a residential application. So if you need panic hardware and ADA compliance, we've got you. If you need a door that can be used as a partition to separate a room, we have a flush track for that. And then of course we have our upstand track for those exterior applications, so that's going to be weather resistant and keep out debris and water. We do also feature a pleated screen that we manufacture in Texas as well. It can span up to 16 by 10 for a single screen, and for a double screen, we can span a 30-foot opening. For a double screen, we can span a 32-foot opening. Another added bonus is that if you want to buy your doors, you can come straight to one of the sales reps. You don't need to go to a dealer. We sell direct. So if you're in San Diego, you can come see me. If not, we have those 18 showrooms in the country that you can visit as well.